Hi and welcome back. I have a video today and I will do some watercoloring and some masking also, and I just wanted to share with you what I got for watercoloring. I got the big monster. I got the Canson Maxi pack, and this is the 200 or 100 pounds watercolor cardstock. There are 100 sheets in here. Previous to that, I used the Canson 140 pounds, and I always got the 12 sheet pack. And I saw this one and I said I wanted to give it a try also because with the price it seemed more convenient. Now when I received it, I've noticed that it was lighter than the previous one, but it still works just fine. I did some tryouts yesterday, and even if the paper is a bit more lighter, it doesn't go through the other side and it still can receive a lot of water. So I'm happy that I got this, and look at this, how big this is. I mean, I knew there were 100 sheets, but I didn't imagine it was so thick. So yeah, and I made here a bit of sample just to see how the colors move with water. So here is the Zig, the Lyra, the Distress, and the Stabilo markers, and they all blend very well with water. So I'll be doing some coloring onto this one. Now for masking, I use these post-it notes, and these have full adhesive on the back. I was going through these pretty fast, so I decided to try out some label sheets, and I got these 100 pack. I believe there are 100, yes, 100 A4 label sheets. I was always afraid that the adhesive might be too sticky and that it can tear off my paper, but it didn't. I tried it the minute I got it, and it works just fine, and I'm really happy with this because the price is good and there are a lot of masking sheets in here, and I'm set for a long period of time. If you're looking for an alternative for masking paper, masking sheets, you should probably want to try some label sheets. I have some new stamps here, and this is the budding poppies from Technique Tuesday, and this one right here from Kaisercraft, and this is called Morocco, and I'll be using these two, and we'll be doing some watercoloring and embossing. So I'm gonna remove one of these papers here. I will then cut all these to the size of my cards and stack them all together. I'm gonna place a mat underneath my paper here to make sure that I will have a good stamping, a good impression. And also about this paper right here, being less thicker, it is also less texture, so for me it works much better. So I'm gonna mount my poppies here, and I'm gonna stamp this with some VersaFine Onyx Black, and this is great for watercoloring. You just have to give it a minute to dry because it is much more juicier than regular ink pads. Or you can heat it up with heat gun to speed it up. Okay. I am painting with my water brush, but I always keep it empty because I just can control the water flow as I want. For coloring, I will use my Lyra Aqua Brush Duo markers, and I have some reds, and also I will try this brown for some shading, and this for the center of my flowers. And I also have a paper towel here to dry the water from my brush if I pick too much. So I'm gonna go and apply my first color, and I will pick up the lightest red. And this is just the first hand, so to say. I will go later on and add shadows and stuff like that. I'm just putting a bit of this color where my shadows I think they will be. Apply another red to blend everything together, and I'm using Abandoned Coral Distress ink. I'm just gonna put a bit on a piece of plastic there, and I'm gonna pick a bit with water. And while this is drying out, I'm gonna create a mask. So I have here one of the sheets of the label sheets that I showed you before, and I'm gonna stamp my flowers once again. What I like about these sheets is that you can stamp also on top. I thought that the surface could be more slicker, but it is not, and that's a good thing. And here are all my masks. I'm gonna put these on top of my flowers there. So now that my masks are all adhered, I'm gonna put a bit of some anti-static powder as I will be doing some embossing. And I'm gonna use this stamp from Kaisercraft. We'll be inking it up with the Versamark. And I'm gonna stamp it right on top of my flowers here. I'll be doing some clear embossing, and I have this Simon Says clear embossing powder. And before heating this up, I will remove the masks because I don't want the adhesive there to melt. And I'm gonna clean the powder from my masks and put them down once again for the last time. And I'm gonna apply some color to my background here, and I'm gonna use some distress inks, weathered wood, cracked pistachio, and another one, fossilized amber. I don't know if your ink pads do this, but mine lose their caps all the time. I mean, the caps, lids pop out so easily. So I have here some plastic thingy, and I'm gonna smoosh my color here. I have my water and my brush, and I'm just gonna apply some water first, and I'm gonna pick some color. I'm trying to move fast as I don't know how this label sheet is hanging on the water there, and I don't want my colors to go through my flowers. Okay, so I can now remove I have a bit of the gray here because I really added a lot of water in that area, but here they are just fine. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna mount this onto a white cardstock, but I want to cut a bit from the sides. And I have here these dies from Tonic Studios. There are 14 dies, and some have scalloped edges and some have straight edges. I found these on Amazon and at a good price. It was around 23 or 25 euros, but there are 14 dies inside. And in the package you will find this plastic pocket as well as the magnetic sheet, and that is so cool to store these. And I also got the circle dies. These are all scalloped circles, and there are 14 here also, and I decided that I will get all of them. They have like regular circles also and some squares, and I'm all set for these. The scalloped edge that these do, it's very small, or I don't know how to say, but it's very subtle and elegant. I just love it. And also for the round ones, they are so pretty. And the fact that they include the straight and the scalloped is great because you can mat one with another, so they're pretty cool. And I'm gonna use one of these, and I want to use the straight one. I'm gonna stamp now the sentiment, and I'm using this thank you from the stamp set, and I will be stamping it onto some watercolor paper with the same VersaFine ink. And I'm gonna add the same colors that I used for the background. I have here some gold thread, and I'm just gonna make a loop. Okay, so now off camera I adhered my banner here with a bit of foam adhesive, and I also put down some clear sequins, and now I can tape my banner onto my card. I'm gonna use some regular adhesive tape. So I think I'm all done for today. I'm gonna leave it like this. I have all the supplies linked down below or on my blog also. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.